What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? This is man Theo Bullet, and it's the midday. It's midweek. I'm in a great mood. Oh man. Yeah, yeah. I might just let this play in the background. I ain't lying. I might just let this play in the background. I'm feeling pretty good. Shout out to the Rock With Me Nation. Shout out to the president of the Black Panther fan group. Yeah. Kamoyo, always keeping a brother up to speed. Shout out to the super producer Gray and everything like that. Shout out to Aroma Fall. Man, listen, y'all keeping a brother engaged. I think that's the word I like. Y'all keeping a brother engaged. Yes, y'all are. And y'all letting a brother know he ain't wasting his time. Thank y'all so much for that. It's worthwhile. Shout out to Just Draw. Yeah. Shout out to Just Draw. Yeah. Kamoyo got his. He got his crystal ball and everything like that. Kamoyo told me to look out for something. How you know? How did you know? Anyway, I ain't falling for it. I ain't going for it. We're gonna make it do what it do. What's going on? I tell him the Kamoyo King, what is going on? Groovy Fee is in the building. Yeah, we're in here. Y'all see the title though. Y'all see the title. Can we talk? Can we talk? I got a ain't y'all like Blood Hunt? I like Blood Hunt. I'm not recommending all the titles to Blood Hunt. I'm not. But I like Blood Hunt. You like Blood Hunt? I like Blood Hunt. I had a question though. It's a question that's been bothering me. Before we begin, though, like, share, subscribe. Shout out to Plant Poppy. Without Plant Poppy, we wouldn't have the energy we needed to do this and everything like that. But y'all like, listen, if y'all like it, well, actually, no, I like it myself. I like sometimes, yeah. Listen. I said we taking black back in 2024. That's what I said. I said we taking it back. Folks been riding on the coattail of my people, what we like for the longest of damn time now. And shout out to my brother D Real. Cause we was over here minding our John Brown business. We was like, hey, we married, we fathers, we grandfathers, we got stuff to do. But then we was like, well, no. We got tired. We saw what the MCU was doing to characters that looked like us. We didn't see nobody throwing flags on the play. My breaking point was Lamar Hoskins. I was already pissed about Frank not showing up. I was already pissed about Carol Danvers being the first female Captain Marvel. I was already pissed before y'all knew me. So y'all ain't know me in 2019. I was pissed then. I was doing YouTube, but I wasn't in this era. I wasn't in this genre because I was like, somebody else got that. Somebody else gonna do it. Somebody else gonna speak out on it. They don't. Then I like, I guess not. I guess not. And y'all know who was popping back then when Captain Marvel first dropped. Not the Marvels, Captain Marvel. You know who was popping on YouTube back then, and nobody said nothing. Then I'm a veteran. Proud. Marine Corps veteran. I don't even like red like that. I don't. You see the Captain America shield I got. It ain't got no red in it. It's blue. It's blue. It's blue. I love me some me. enlisted. I wasn't an officer. No, I was enlisted. So when I saw what happened to Lamar Hoskins, portrayed by Claire Benet, when I heard what certain YouTubers had to say in regards to Lamar Hoskins, mind you, them YouTubers didn't look like Lamar Hoskins, but they probably weren't credible comic book fans either, because they'd have been like, oh, no, none of that should have been right. Because if you read comic books, you know Lamar Hoskins got the same abilities John does. If you know that, you was watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you would have thought that Lamar Hoskins was going to become a super soldier too, not take a dirt nap. Well, we watched that episode. How many YouTubers said something? Regardless of whether they look like me or not, how many said something? How many threw a flag on the play? If they did look like me, how many were offended? How many did you hear talk about the Marine Corps, the Army, or any American military unit? How many people talked about enlisted officers? How many broke it down that honestly, Lamar Hoskins would not have been answering to John? Too much time in service. Nobody broke it down. No, that was just accepted for what that was. And you as a black person, black man, fan of black characters, you felt some type of way. And nobody was there to console you. Nobody was there to say, that's not right. Nobody. Well, somebody was. Somebody was. Well, that's when Theo had to come on the scene. That's when Theo had to come on the scene. Enough was enough. Enough was enough. It's folks out there, but they not saying anything for whatever reason. Well, we talk about walking in a man's footsteps. We talk about continuing a man's legacy. Well, I don't believe if Chadwick Aaron Boseman knew what I knew, he would just let that ride. No, he would have said something. So my due diligence in saying something. So we here now. That said, that ain't what this video about. This video is about where the hell is Namor at? Shout out to Kamoyo. Me and Kamoyo talked about it and everything like that. My brother said, Theo, last I checked, Buddy got locked up. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, last I checked, Buddy got locked up. Shout out to Jason Aaron and everything like that. I read that run. The multiverse, Masters of Evil, multiverse. Multiverse. Did y'all know that now you want a Star-Lord Black Panther? Oh, now that's the Black Panther you want right there. You want him in a What If episode. This dude walking around here one-shotting planets. You ain't got him. Jason Aaron brought him to you, but that story. This ain't even my story. This ain't even my solution to what happened with the other dude, John Ridley. But you know how y'all don't like John Ridley? I don't like him. Well, I don't like his writing. I don't know the man personally. I don't know the man personally. So I can't say I don't like him personally. I don't like his writing style in regards to T'Challa. But you know how many folks said they wanted that story to go away? King Solomon's Frogs, all that good stuff. Remember I said, hey, the writing got to make sense. Remember I said all that? Wait. Did y'all read Jason Aaron, Multiversal Avengers? I did. I was only interested because Nahanda was in it. Mosi. That's the only reason why I gave two damns. Mosi was in it. Nahanda was in it. They had Gail in it. They were supposed to, I would have thought, explore Gail and Nahanda's relationship. But at least we know they was in a relationship. I'm like, okay. And to Kamoyo's point, Namor got locked up at the end of that run. He got locked up. You know what was coming out when this came out? I'm gonna keep up with these notes. I'm gonna ask that question. Do you know what was also coming out when Jason Aaron was doing this run on Avengers? Think about it. I'm gonna come up to these notes. We got Kamoyo. Welcome to the chat. Yes, sir. Please like, share, subscribe. Hey, Cornelius, man, I don't know if you rocking. Appreciate that, big dog. Cornelius shared a clip. We were talking about the multiverse and how we should already have it, T'Challa. Cornelius put a clip on Twitter and everything like that. If y'all have not had an opportunity, appreciate the brother for sharing my content. Thank you so much for that. Keeping up with these notes. Time for some coffee. Peppermint mocha. Gotta wake up. Come on, somebody. We gotta wake up. So, Groovy P in the building. Y'all think about that question. What else was going on during Jason Aaron's Multiverse of Master storyline? It was another storyline going on, by the way, that folks should be thinking about. What's going on now, tell them? Yeah, sometimes, yeah, boy, look here. Man, don't listen, don't make me go back and do it, because you know I'm feeling it. Like, I ain't gonna lie. This song, listen, it touched my spirit in a lot of ways for a lot of different reasons. People have a tendency to think you nice and everything like that. I come from the NWA generation. Remember when Ice-T, before he was, y'all know him being nice right now. No, I come from the generation when Ice-T was a certified goon. Colors. I am a nightmare walking. Yeah. I'm the person, and if you this age, and you look like me, you ain't even gotta look like me. I know some folks that don't look like me. I come from the NWA generation. That generation that had no problem being at a stoplight, side by side with a police car, windows rolled down, and you got police turned up as loud as possible. And you looking at the police officer like this. Yeah, that's him. That's me. So yeah, I'm feeling, yeah. Hop out and show niggas. Certified working at when they up to school with them. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe on him. Pull on them. Shit, really got flow on him. See, Kamoyo is gonna inbox me, say, Theo. He gonna be like, Theo, keep it. It's a certain type of calmness when you know you know. When you know you got the knowledge, you ain't got to put on for the gram. It's right there. It's a quiet confidence, if you will. When you know you know. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. What I don't know, I will go out and learn about. What I do know, I never stop learning. Because even though I know what I know I still got some more to know. So I ain't ever feeling like that. But Namor, Multiverse Masters of Evil. Did y'all answer that question yet? Hey, Lil Boosie for a version of F the Police, us Southerners. Bro, look here. We here. Avenger, Assemble, Omega. Right. Which Avengers book was this? What he just said. Avengers, Assemble, Omega. Namor got arrested. But there was another storyline going. Y'all know how y'all said, man, we wish we could just do away. Y'all remember y'all said that? Man, we wish we could. We wish such and such and so never. Y'all remember that? I'm gonna help y'all out. So it was John Ridley's run. John Ridley's run was taking place at the same time. I know, crazy, because them stories had nothing to do with each other. They did. But the reason why I say that is because Namor popped up in both storylines. That's significant. That's significant. That matters. Namor popped up in John Ridley's run, and he popped up in Jason Aaron's run. Now, we know at one point in time, T'Challa was running the Avengers. Jason Aaron. He left because of that nonsense that John Ridley was writing. Well, timeline-wise, y'all like Theo. Timeline-wise, remember the Battle of the Phoenix? Not Avengers versus X-Men. Remember that story when T'Challa had the Phoenix Force, and we saw in that issue that the Bozeman helicarrier flies over Wakanda? Talking about y'all don't know how to honor nobody. Clearly, the comics know how to do it. Because regardless of whether we mention it or not, whether it's 2024 or 2034, the Bozeman helicarrier is canon, still flies over Wakanda. And as long as someone like myself has that comic, remembers that comic, Marvel Unlimited is an app, we're not forgetting about Chadwick Boseman. We're not. As a matter of fact, I don't know why we ain't even used the helicarrier since that story. But I get it. Y'all ain't got time, and I understand it. Miss Ewing, Dr. Ewing, you didn't have time. Miss Eaton, you didn't have time. Folks want y'all to do all kind of crazy stuff and everything like that. I get it. But y'all do know CB Cebulski. You know a tribute to Chadwick Boseman is just a pen stroke away every time we do a Black Panther comic book. And it ain't even got to be a Black Panther comic book. No, Boseman helicarrier could have showed up in Blood Hunt. It could have. It could show up in an Avengers title. It could. It's a whole helicarrier. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. But time, consistency. Because Namor got locked up at the end of Jason Aaron's run. He did. But he was over there putting hands on T'Challa in John Ridley's run. That's the same time frame. So wait. So when did he get locked up? When did he get locked up? When these stories taking place? Because if I'm looking at this, I don't know when it took place because he got locked up. He got locked up. They let him out to be the protector of Wakanda. And if that ain't it, then what you saying is John Ridley's run came before Jason Aaron's run. But that don't make sense because in Jason Aaron's run, T'Challa is still acknowledged as a king. In John Ridley's run, T'Challa is an emperor. So where's Namor? You see where I'm at? I know you said he locked up, but it's some stuff that ain't making sense chronologically. Why? Because Namor got a new comic book coming out. And they say he been locked up. Okay, well, him, Black Panther fans, y'all picking up what I'm putting down? This one you might want to holler at CB Cebulski. This one you might want to holler at CB Cebulski. Because John Ridley's run don't make no sense. Either John Ridley's run don't make sense chronologically, or Jason Aaron's run don't make sense chronologically. If you asking me which one I'm gonna take, which one I'm gonna ignore, it's John Ridley's run. Right? We come out of Ta-Nehisi Coates' run. T'Challa is an emperor. That's what he is. We get over to John Ridley's run. John Ridley want to say, well, it's a democracy in Wakanda, and he's no longer a king. That's fine. No, it's not. But over here in Jason Aaron's run, T'Challa is a king, not an emperor. A king, not an emperor. As a matter of fact, I don't even think anybody from the Avengers has acknowledged him being a galactic emperor yet. But he's a king in Jason Aaron's run. That's what that is. He ain't became the galactic emperor yet. And he ain't been dethroned yet. So he has not been acknowledged. As Ta-Nehisi Coates' run ain't acknowledged. And he ain't been excommunicated from Wakanda yet. Well, we know we saw Namor in Wakanda. We know we saw him talking big trash. So if the comic book that we get ready to get, Namor is locked up, that's got to take place after Jason Aaron's run. That makes sense. Namor has been locked up since Jason Aaron's run. Well, if Namor been locked up since Jason Aaron's run, how is he in Wakanda? How was he in Wakanda? And if you want to tell me John Ridley's run takes place prior to Jason Aaron's run, then why was T'Challa on that team? If John Ridley's run comes before Jason Aaron's run, that don't make sense either. Because T'Challa wasn't in Wakanda at the end of John Ridley's run. But Theo, where you going? This is when you get to write in to CB Cebulski. Remember everybody was talking about King Solomon's frogs? Remember how I said it's got to make sense? Remember how I said it's got to make sense? King Solomon's frogs. If we're going to use it, the story has to make sense. Well, now, from a storytelling standpoint, now you're able to go to mheroes at marvel.com, okay to print, and you're able to look at CB Cebulski dead in his face and be like, get that trash up out of here. Now you're able to justify King Solomon Frogs wiping out that whole 15-issue run, because that whole, either John Ridley's run don't make sense or Jason Aaron's run don't make sense. Can't have both of them. Can't have both of them. Who is this Ridley guy? I have no. That's the cover. The Ridley run is Wakanda Forever. It's by itself. Yep. So it's some inconsistencies there. We're picking it up. We did buy both titles, Avengers. Folks be like, Theo, you ain't never reviewed them comics. I buy comics. I'm a comic book fan. I'm a comic book fan. I might be buying comics that I ain't even reviewing, but you might have it too. But I don't, you know, some of us, I guess Kamoyo gonna be like, Theo, don't do it. I'm just saying, like, I bought it. I didn't talk about it. I wasn't doing comic book reviews back then. I wasn't. I was, everybody else was doing it. I didn't see no reason for me to do it. But we here now. But I just want folks to know Yeah, I got the run. I got the run. I bought it. But where's Namor at? You have to explain that to me. CB, you can get rid of John Ridley's run now. Because timeline wise, chronologically speaking, it don't make sense. Well, him doing what he did in regards to T'Challa being an intergalactic, T'Challa being an emperor, him saying that he was no longer welcome in Wakanda, he wasn't a king. I just want, when I sit down, I say when, I'm speaking it into existence. When I sit down with certain people, I'll promise you, I just want to have an English teacher, a college professor sitting right, two of them, English and creative writing. I just need two professors, one on each side of me, sitting right there, so I can ask these questions. Be like, you know damn good well that don't make no damn sense. And you got kids out here looking up to you as a writer. You got kids looking up to you as a director. And they gonna write the same damn thing that you didn't wrote and hand it in, swearing they handing in some quality work. And the teacher gonna hand their ass a big old damn F written in red ink. And they gonna have Ridley and Coogler to thank for it. Boy, damn. But so I just wanted to get that. What's good? What's going on, Mr. YouTube? What's going on? What's going on? So MYT, read the I read it. I read it. That run is not canon to me. And that's why I said you need to hit up CB Sabowski at M Heroes at Marvel, because it don't. First, it didn't make no damn sense anyway. But chronologically speaking, it don't fit. You got T'Challa. You got the Universal Masters of Evil. You got Namor getting locked up at the end of that. Okay, well, Namor issue 1 picks up with him locked up. That makes sense. He been locked up since then. Okay, no. He was just in Wakanda talking tough to T'Challa. But watch this. CB, you can do it. Theo, CB, you can do it. You got it. I'm giving it to you. The dude was nowhere to be found doing Avengers versus X-Men versus Eternals. He wasn't even, nobody from Wakanda was even asked the question. You know how the Celestial looked and judged? Nobody from Wakanda got judged. That makes no sense. Shorty didn't get judged. T'Challa didn't get judged. The Doros didn't. The damn Celestial ignored what. That's not possible. That's not possible. That was a crossover event. Avengers versus X-Men versus Eternals. And that run had that crossover event never touched Wakanda. Okay. King Solomon Frogs. Reset the timeline. That never occurred. His run don't make sense. CB, nobody likes his run. Nobody likes his run. I know you've been looking for a way out to make it make sense. Well, you got Blood Hunt. You got Varney. Varney's in Atlantis. Namor should have been there. He wasn't. You said he was locked up. Fine. He was locked up at the end of Avengers. No problem. During the time frame that we had that comic running, you had a multi-crossover event. Wakanda, forget T'Challa, Wakanda never participated. That's not possible. The only way they could not participate is if John Ridley's run doesn't exist. If his run don't exist, nobody's tripping. If his run doesn't exist, then you can retcon the progenitor looking at Wakanda, saying Wakanda was fine based off of T'Challa. And that would make sense. Because of who T'Challa is, it would make sense that the progenitor would judge Wakanda off of T'Challa alone. And based on the way T'Challa's been written, aside from Ridley, T'Challa's the most honorable superhero you got. The most honorable superhero you got. Bar none. What was the dude's name? No, I'm not going to do that. I started to say something and make it public knowledge, but I'm not going to make it public knowledge because then folks would want to know. With great power comes great responsibility. With great knowledge comes great responsibility. Everything I know ain't for public consumption. Everything I know in regards to T'Challa ain't for public consumption because some folks gonna take it and run with it. So no, but that don't make sense. The vampire, they damn sure didn't. They didn't ignore Wakanda at all. As a matter of fact, Skrulls did not ignore Wakanda. They didn't. The King in Black didn't ignore Wakanda. He didn't. The plant, the Chitauri, whatever their name is, when they didn't ignore, ain't nobody ignored Wakanda. Except for the progenitor. I just want us to think about that for a second. That means while John Ridley was writing that over there, nobody wanted to use T'Challa. It was hands off. Now that makes you ask another question. Why was it hands off of T'Challa when John Ridley? Oh, never mind. You was trying to delete T'Challa, John. You was trying to do that MCU synergy. You thought it was gonna work. It wasn't. T'Challa got way too many fans. You thought he just had black fans. That's the mistake folks keep making. They think this character only has black fans. This character only has male fans. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. This character got fans. Period. But that would have been the only reason you couldn't use T'Challa. No differently than when Shara Eaton said she couldn't use Namor. Why not? Oh, you got big plans for Namor. He got his own comic coming out. Okay, cool. I can't necessarily say I'm checking for it. I ain't never liked that Roman. I'm gonna call him Roman. Did y'all know that Namor was Roman spelled backwards? What's going on, Big Archie? King Sigma in the gym. Get that work in, big dog. Get that work in. What's going on? Kyber's Island's on. There it is. There it is. There it is. The math ain't mathing at all. It ain't mathing. I sat back. I literally could have came to y'all and did this video 3 o'clock in the morning, but I gotta go to sleep. But it was sitting on my spirit. I was like, and if you have not picked up that run by Jason Aaron, I advise it. It's a great run. It's a great read to me. It's a great read. We got multiversal Killmonger in there, multiversal T'Challa in there. It's a great read. You just got to ask yourself some questions. Where it fit. One of them ain't working out. It's either John Ridley's run or it's Jason Aaron's run. Now, CB, don't ask me. Don't if you trying to figure it out, don't ask me because I'm gonna be like, get rid of John Ridley's run. Reset that timeline. Go get King Solomon's Frogs and want to take you forward in time, want to take you backward in time. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a question of whether or not they sentient. Well, if they are sentient, I think they both got enough sense to know John Ridley's story don't make no damn sense. So I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Sigma, Imperious Rex, I gotta disagree. Name is a dope character. I didn't say he wasn't dope. So what you disagreeing with? I don't want us responding to stuff that we ain't heard. You didn't hear me say Namor was a bad character. I didn't say that. What I said was I'm not checking for him. Now you can't disagree with me not checking for him like that. I didn't say he was a bad character. I'm just not checking for him like that. We gotta make sure we responding to what somebody is saying and not what we think they saying. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, like, I don't, what you disagreeing with? That I ain't checking for him? Now, does that, me saying I'm not checking for him, does that mean I wasn't buying no Invaders comic books back in the day in the 80s when they came out? When it was him, Bucky, Cap, Toro, and the Human Torch, Union Jack, Spitfire? No, that just means he's not my guy. We can't be that sensitive. We can't be when somebody say something and we take it and go off the reservation with it. We can't do that. There's nothing for you to disagree with. Mind you, I got 3 Namor action figures. Broke my heart. The revamp, the beef between Wakanda and Atlantis' Defenders first run. you hate because I can't curb the homie. I got 3 action figures of the homie. I got 3 action figures of the homie, and I'm actually thinking about getting 2 more. The Savage Namor action figure just to fill out my. Watch this. You say I'm curving the homie? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. I like this right here. I like this right here. I like this. I like this right here. So watch this. Because Archie, what we say over here, if you know us, grow us, and share this, Karen, we say that right. I got so much respect for the homie. I didn't even recommend the MCU version of Namor to people that wanted the action figure. No, you better go get the comic book version of the action figure. That's Namor. We ain't nobody talking about no damn more. We're not talking about that. But then watch this. Because you like the homie. Now this me helping you out. So you need you an Atuma action figure. You don't want that nonsense they got over there. You got to buy all the action figures just to get that nonsense that they call Atuma. The Atuma ain't even in the gym like that. No, for $10. $10. No, if you know me, grow me, Shan is Karen. You say you like Namor? Okay. Well, big dog, he gotta have a tumor, right? I know what the box say. I know what the box say. And I know who this is. But in my universe, that's a tumor. That's a tumor in my universe. Which a tumor you want? This one or the one from the MCU? Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none at all. $10, big bad toy store. Make it do what it do. Flesh out your Atlantis. Go get you a tiger shark. So you can do you some stuff. See what I'm saying? Y'all like Theo. See, you know, he a Namor fan. And I want Namor fans to get what we got going on over here. Go and get you what, go and get you a Namor reader. Go and get your Namor reader. Yeah. Marvel Legends, Big Bad Toy Store, or Hasbro. Yeah. Go and get you one. Go and get you one. Yeah. We got, listen, I don't want you thinking we ain't got Wakanda. I'm gonna say we ain't got Atlantis. We put some respect on Atlantis right here now. Yeah. We put respect. We do. Go and get, yeah. Go and get you that. You deserve to have it. Oh, that's a great comparison. It's spot on, bro. We believe in sharing over here. We Slick didn't know she had a figure. Is there a Lady Dormant? No. Listen, ask me about them action figures. My brother D Real and I, we don't just do the comic books and everything like that. No, we got these action figures over here and everything like that. And as Kelly Rowland said, we be representing. We be representing. Archie said he's standing on business for now. I ain't mad at it either. I ain't mad. Listen, we got it. I would say to you this. What I have is the Walgreens exclusive Namor. That's him in the, I'm gonna say the onesie. Then I have two Namors with him in the green Speedo. I'm gonna pop the head scope off and get me some more Atlanteans. And I'm probably gonna grab me two of those Savage Submariners with the long hair. They got the black leggings and everything like that. So I have me two more Atlantean warriors and everything. But yeah, I ain't never finna. I'm not finna disrespect Leonard McKenzie's favorite son. I ain't gonna do that. I think it's his only son too. You know how much detail they would have did for the Lady Dormer would lose it. Hey, but watch this. This is when you, because you're not. I don't believe you're the only Namor fan and everything like that. But I'm gonna say we surprised they released Namor, because we talk about this. Okay, I'm gonna shift gears for a little bit. We were surprised we got a Namor reader. We were. Now, mind you, between myself and D Real, I can't speak for anybody else, but D Real and I, Rock With Me Nation, we had been chomping at the bit to get our new Warriors team filled out. We got Night Thrasher, we got Rage and everything like that. They threw us a speedball a couple years ago. Like, okay. Where everybody else at? Then they released Nova in his red costume, the one that he wore in the New Warriors. That was behind the paywall on Marvel Unlimited. And I'm not doing that. Hey, Grand Madam, what's going on, Grand Madam? I was like, I'm not doing that. Mr. Smith sent me the Nova from the Annihilation Wave. He sent me that action figure. He applied pressure, Mr. Smith did. So I went out and got the classic Nova. I mean, I had Night Thrasher, Nova, and Rage. And for no reason whatsoever, I want to say December 2023, January 2024. For no reason whatsoever, because nobody was asking for them action figures. They gave us Justice and Namor Reader. Nobody was asking for them action figures outside of the Rock With Me Nation. We didn't hear anybody else. They gave us Namor Reader. Well, you gave me Namor Reader. That made me go get a tumor because I didn't like that nonsense. I didn't like the MCU version. I just was not going to do that. Was not going to do. But hey, now as far as, and I want to make sure I say this right, Megan, I think that's her name. She hangs with Captain Britain. She's in a 3-pack with Shadowcat and Captain Britain. She's got those elf-like ears. Any elf, any character with elf-like ears, you can make an Atlantean. Any character with elf-like ears, you can make an Atlantean and flesh out your Atlantis. You don't have to be concerned about the winged feet, because by and large, that's specific just to Namor. So any action figure with elf-like ears, Vulcan-like ears, you could use to make your Atlantean. That Night Thrasher has to be cold with details. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, it's the Night Thrasher from, and I want to make sure I say this to you. It's the very first Night Thrasher. That costume. Maybe Marvel Legends will, and I don't know what that Night Thrash will look like. Maybe Marvel Legends will issue another Night Thrash action figure. Not sure. That's a great version of Atuma. That quota is accurate to him. That's it. That's it. Shout out to Diana Dotto, Weapon Hex Customs. Made sure your brother got that third eye and everything like that. So when I look at action figures, I don't necessarily be studying what they calling them. No, who could he be? Who could she be? I hear what you said, but that's nice right there. That's a nicer tumor. That's a nicer tumor. Shifting gears, going back though, because I don't want to. I could easily talk action figures all day long. It's a passion of mine. Going back though, Jason Aaron, Jonathan Ridley, Jason Aaron. Where was Namor? Where was Namor? Because you're not telling me he got locked up and then broke out just to haze Wakanda. You're not telling me that ain't what that is. And you're not telling me that he got locked up after Wakanda, because T'Challa would have known. And based on Black Panther Blood Hunt issue 3, T'Challa don't know where Namor at. Where your king at? You read Blood Hunt 3? What did T'Challa say? Where Namor at? Well, that makes sense, because T'Challa wasn't around at the end of Jason Aaron's run when Namor got locked up. He wasn't around. Namor couldn't have got locked up before he helped out. He became the de facto defense for Wakanda. That ain't what that was. So now what you telling me is he got locked up after? Back to appreciate that, Big Archie. Yeah. Back to it, mad respect from Wakanda. Yeah. I've always felt like it's something. When Jason Aaron did that thing between Gail and the Honda, I was like, wait a minute. And y'all know, if y'all been rocking with me, I keep going back. I'm like, wait. What's going on? Wait. Y'all were lovers? The Queen of Atlantis and the Queen of Wakanda at one point in time were lovers? And Barney is an Atlantean. And the temple of the first blasphemy that's now in Atlantean waters, it's supposed to be under Wakanda, where it's constantly guarded by the Orisha. It's some y'all not telling me. Some y'all leaving out between Wakanda and Atlantis. They supposed to be allies. Why they not allies? Now, the only thing I can think about why they not allies, because they had to be allies when the Honda and Gale was doing what they do. What happened? And mind you, I got to ask this question, what happened? Because I'm going all the way back to Nahanda and Gale. Them reflexes fast, ain't it? Them reflexes fast, but we can't have too many characters, folks. Wait a minute. Because I got this by Karama Horn. Okay, well, wait a minute. So it's been a lot of kings since Nahanda. So when did Atlantis and Wakanda fall out with one another? And honestly, considering Varney is an Atlantean, the temple of the first blasphemy is supposed to be underneath Wakanda, where the Orisha guarded. You just showed me Anuke, who's a river goddess. There should be some type of relationship, brotherhood between Atlantis and Wakanda. Now I got a whole bunch of other questions. They're like, Theo, no, hell no. See, this when you're a comic book fan. This when you're a comic book fan. This when you can sit back and do some stuff other folks can't do. I read The Invaders. Okay. Okay. So who? Damn 1943 showing me something between Cap and Azuri. How many Black Panthers did Namor know? Because he old as hell. So he just got into it with T'Challa? No. I can't do that part. I can't. Namor should have known T'Chaka and Azuri. Namor should have known Mtelli. Damn sure should have. Namor old as dirt. That means he was around during World War I and World War II. Well, we see him doing World War II with Cap. Okay. Just cause that's what they showed. I know you was interacting with some other folks. Okay. So what this relationship looking like? I got questions. Where were you? Where were you? You couldn't have been in both places. No. John Ridley run don't. It's either John Ridley run don't make no damn sense, or Jason Aaron run don't make no damn sense. Now both of them canon. Both of them are canon. It just this one over here don't make no sense. They came out around about the same year. Namor got locked up after John Ridley's. Got locked up at the end of Jason Aaron's run. The Avengers participated in the Axe event. Everybody got judged. The only folks that did not get judged by the progenitor was anybody from Wakanda. That's not possible. It was a crossover event. The only way that is possible is if somebody uses King Solomon's frog and go back and said that didn't happen. That means T'Challa is still an intergalactic emperor. He's still the king. That gets rid of Prime Minister Folasar. Tosin does not exist. Tosin does not exist. None of that does. Jai goes away. Amalolo goes away. Achille returns, which should be what happens. Achille returns as the leader of the Hatut Zadaze. T'Challa gets his best friend back, which is what it should be, because him and Achille were like that. Achille been around for a minute. We ain't got that sorry ass storyline where somebody acting like it's all in a damn costume and he getting his ass lumped up by everybody. No, we get to legitimately write that story out of existence because it don't fit. Now you just need either one of those talented young ladies, Dr. Eve Ewing, or Miss Cheryl Eaton, or that brother that's doing some phenomenal work. The brother that gave us Blade 4. Shout out to Brian Hill for giving us Blade 4. Shout out to Brian Hill. Shout out to Brian Hill for giving us Blade 4. Yeah. Shout out to CB Sabolsky for giving us the Disney Plus special with Blood Hunt. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for giving us better visual entertainment than we didn't got from Marvel, the MCU, in quite some damn time. Y'all gentlemen stand up. Everybody over there at Marvel Comics. Y'all go ahead. Y'all, yeah. Y'all still around. I know. I came for y'all head doing John Ridley. I did. You kind of deserve that one. You kind of deserve that one. But since then, y'all have done a phenomenal job in pivoting, understanding what at least we as Black Panther fans want. I can't speak to nobody else, but you're listening. Thank you so much to everybody at Marvel Comics. Thank you so much to the editor-in-chief, CB Sabolsky, Cheryl Eaton, Brian Hill, Dr. Eve Ewing. Thank y'all so much. To the artists, y'all been putting in work. Y'all got us 4 comics coming out next month. Look. 4 different titles. Thank you. I from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you. And now that we rocking with one another, like, share, subscribe, by the way, to the channel. Mr. Sabolsky, now that I know that we rocking with one another, I'm officially, unofficially on the team. I'm officially, unofficially on the Marvel team. I am. I'm gonna help you out. Nobody likes John Ridley's run. Nobody. And if they do say they like John Ridley's run, that's nobody. Nobody likes his run. Okay, well, you coming out with Namor. You told Miss Eaton she couldn't use it. I get it. I understand it. Buddy locked up. Okay, Jason Aaron, talented writer. You can't say the same thing about John Ridley, not when it comes to comic books. Jason Aaron, Jason say he locked up. Now, you probably knew back then you wanted to do some stuff with Namor. You probably did. He locked up. Okay. Well, he been locked up since then. And if he been locked up, he can't be over in Wakanda. Because I know damn good and well they ain't let him out on a work release program. So he can't be over there in Wakanda. Okay. He can't be over there in Wakanda. Avengers versus X-Men versus Eternals. That's canon. Wakanda didn't show up in it. You know you got that thing when you say Wakanda don't get conquered. Okay. I don't know who the next writer is. Cheryl Eaton, Brian Hill, Dr. Eve Ewing. I'm down for all that. I am. We no more limitations. Let them run. King Solomon's Frogs need to be in play. Whoever you gonna get to be the next writer, they got to resolve that. That ain't right. He was a variant cover, so it had to be when Shuri took the mantle. Yes, he was in Deadliest of the Species, or Namor was in the Panther Hunt and Run. Yeah, he was. Not in Flash of Our Fathers. It was a flashback in the regular Black Panther book, but I'm going to have to go back and find. Yeah, see, not telling things I couldn't remember. I thought the invaders were there. Also, I knew I was tripping. Mr. YouTube, I stand correct. I have looked back. Where we at? Yeah, I do believe Namor meet Azuri in Hutler's run. I think Hutler wrote that Azuri was yeah, had to be. He would have had to be. He would have, watch this. He'd have had to meet him Kelly too, though. Namor old. This dude, dirt old. He done met quite a few Black Panthers, which makes me go back to it. Namor had to know Gale. Just think about that relationship right there. What is Namor's connection to Gale? T'Challa ain't never asked that question. No, he ain't. There's something there. I believe Wakanda and Atlantis were at one point allies. What happened? Is it the fact that Wakanda, by nature, for the most part, chose to not participate, and that pissed Namor off? While, because mind you, I know Atlantis getting tagged. While Wakanda sitting over here like this. Because that's why Namor jumped in the war. He's like, hey, they're coming for Atlantis. I could ask some serious questions. We say this. We say this blood hunt. Varney is Atlantean. Namor been around for a minute. Gale and Nahana were in a relationship. Hey, Dracula, what's going on? Because let them tell it. You in canon, at one point in time, you were on the Allied side. So Dracula got, you know something about Wakanda too, huh? It's at least three characters that need to be, it's at least three characters based on what we found out, based on what we read as comic book readers in our lifetime. It's at least four. Like Theo, T'Challa, Namor, Dracula, and Blade. Y'all, let me say that one more time. T'Challa, Namor, Dracula, and Blade. What did T'Challa say? What he told Blade? Oh, we've been fighting vampires. That ain't your first run with a vampire? That would make sense. If we going all the way back to the first blasphemy, that means damn near every Black Panther then went up against a vampire. And Black Panther's been around since 1 million BC. I got a lot of questions. I got a lot. That Defenders encounter was the first clash between the kingdoms due to a misunderstanding, but no expansion on Namor knowing past Panthers. That can't be right, Archie. That can't be right. That can't be right because of Nahanda and Gale. That's canon. Them two kingdoms been knowing about each other. You got, let me see if I got this. You got the outlaw. You got the outlaw Iron Fist. Gale was Iron Fist. And the renegade Black Panther. That's what Nahanda was called. No. That ain't the first clash. That's the first clash you're aware of. That ain't the first time them two nations been knowing about each other, though. And both of them young ladies were on the Avengers. There's no way you in a relationship with one another, you on the same team, and y'all don't. They keeping them apart still based on Namor flood and Wakanda with the Phoenix Force. Possibility, But low key, that's why T'Challa mad at him. That's why T'Challa. It's why I don't like. It's why I don't like that dude. It's he ain't forgot. He ain't forgot. Now, one thing I will say, that's what John Ridley did right in there. T'Challa still pissed about that. But T'Challa shouldn't be the only one pissed about that, though. Actually, no. I'm of the mindset, because this went down on Shorty's watch. She was the queen. She was the Black Panther. T'Challa was the Black Panther, King of the Dead. It was Shorty that led that slaughter of Atlantis. I'm of the mindset, if one of them pissed, it should be Shorty, regardless of what her current alias is. Every time she see Namor, it's on sight. Going back to John Mayberry's run, she don't like that dude. She don't like that dude. She don't care for no long conversation with Namor. That's low key who, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Namor and T'Challa have had their needs in the past. They seem to have mutual respect for one another. But Shooty and Namor, yeah. So this is a lot of thinking the editors need to be doing. LOL, fleshing out these stories. That's what we're here for. That's why I said, like, I'm unofficially a part of Marvel Comics. I understand CB busy. I do. I understand. I get it. He got a lot going on. Okay, well, I'm here to help. CB, get rid of that John Ridley story. Whoever come back, you got gonna be the writer, King Solomon's Frogs. Now that we know, because we're writers. You want it all to flow smoothly and everything like that. What issues you said cover the past conflicts before Defenders 84 between the two kingdoms? Well, I'm not trying to be funny, but if we go back and look, let me see. Because I want to make sure I say, well, first of all, you got Blood Hunt. You got Blood Hunt. You got that sitting right there. Then, if we go back to this, Avengers 61, Legacy issue 761, where it's revealed that Nahanda and Gale are in a relationship. So we get to that point right there. Is okay. So y'all in a relationship. She the Iron Fist. She the Queen of Atlantis. You the queen of you the Queen of Wakanda. So Nahanda ain't tell nobody she was seeing Gale. Gale ain't tell nobody she was seeing Nahanda. So we really believe, I'm not, it's just me. I'm really believing she's the queen. She's a Black Panther. She ain't tell no Black Panther after her about Atlantis. That makes no sense, especially if you take into consideration they had to be responsible for guarding the temple of blasphemy. And Barney is Atlantean. I think what wound up happening, we just, this is why I say Black Panther need a secondary comic book. I low-key want to say Black Panther in and of itself needs its own editorial staff and its own family of comic book. If we gonna sit up here and keep acting like T'Challa ain't no different than Bruce, how many Batman comic books sitting out there? And when I say Batman family comic book, okay, well, Nightwing got a comic book. Red Hood got a comic book. Damian got a comic book. Okay, well, that's 4 right there. Well, ain't there's a team associated with it? Yeah. Because Richard runs the Titans. That's another comic book right there. And in 5 titles, how many characters, Batman characters, you got floating around? It's the same problem. It's the same problem The thing is that folks gonna buy Batman comic books. Folks gonna buy Batman comic books. They are, because it's Batman. Well, I said before, we're first when it comes to being a fan group. Batman fans ain't first. No, they just the next in a long line of Batman fans. We're first. Well, being first, we're going to have to go above and beyond to let it be known we want these characters. We're going to have to go above and beyond to support these characters. We're going to have to go above and beyond to be knowledgeable about these characters, because it's not a given that the editorial team is. It's not a given. It's not a given. That blood hunt could expand on this in parts of a Panther run. If that happened, then why weren't any of the Panthers? That's the question. That's the question. That's the right question. That's the right question. Because T'Challa says it. When Blade look at me and say, hey, this ain't a Black Panther's first run in with vampires. It makes sense. You're right. This ain't the first run in. So you know this ain't the first run in, then you know that Varney is Atlantean. You knew where the first temple was. Okay, well, that would explain why you might have a little animosity with Namor or any Atlantean, because the first vampire is Atlantean. I can understand that, but then there's that whole relationship between your great grandmother and Namor's grandmother. Because what's the relationship between Gale and Namor? Gap-wise. It's a lot of meat on the bone. It's a lot of meat on the bone, and I'm willing to bet that even the current Namor editorial team ain't thought about it. It's a lot of meat on the bone. There's a lot of meat on the bone. And I was looking at this last night. Now, y'all asking questions now. Imagine, see, the guy that hangs over my right shoulder, the best ideas come right before you go to sleep. And it's because of him saying that, me reading that quote, I write down stuff right when I get ready to go to sleep. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Wait. That story ain't making no sense, Theo. They say Namor coming back and he been locked up. Okay, what I care. Where was Namor doing Blood Hunt? They say he was locked up. No, Theo, that don't make no sense. He got locked up at the end of Jason Aaron's run. Okay, well, no, ain't no okay, nothing. Because you read John Ridley's run. If he got locked up, how was he protecting Wakanda? That's a fair question. Maybe it happened in reverse. Well, if it happened in reverse, that he got locked up after he was protecting Wakanda, then why is T'Challa still referred to as a king and nobody is acknowledging the fact that he's a galactic emperor? You know what? That make all the sense in the world. I have a better question for you. Why aren't Atlantis and Wakanda allies? You should never want to run up on Atlantis, because that means you risk having a war with Wakanda. You should never want to run up on Wakanda, because that means you stand a chance of starting a war with Atlantis, going all the way back to that very first blasphemy. Go back to what I said. Varney is Atlantean, right? The temple was originally up under Wakanda. Don't know how it got moved back to Atlantis, but that's what happened. T'Challa went, got it, had it sent to New York. It's probably because the Atlantis clearly doing a piss poor job. Put right back up under Wakanda where the Orisha can watch it. Okay. Cool. So why T'Challa ain't know about the temple? Namor ain't know about the temple? Ain't nobody know nothing about this story? Because I'm pretty sure somebody would have told somebody something. Hey, you know, part of your responsibilities as the Black Panther is this temple of the first blasphemy. Yeah, make sure it don't get violated. Okay. Hey, you the king of Atlantis? Yeah. Well, you know you got a responsibility here, right? You know the very first vampire is Atlantis. So you need to be on watch. Oh, okay. Now, if we retconning that, which is low-key what we did, then you got to be prepared to retcon everything else. And Jason Aaron's run took place before Ridley, right? Simultaneously. Like they was dropping at the same time. They was dropping at the same time. Over there in Jason Aaron's run, T'Challa left the Avengers. I'm pretty much thinking that was because they're like, John Ridley finna do something with him. So just bring T'Challa's no longer part of the Avengers. T'Challa left the Avengers. Nighthawk replaced him. Okay, Namor was there. I remember, Kamoyo ain't wrong. Hey, Namor is fighting on this side of the Avengers. Cap tells him, hey, when all this done, you know you're going to prison, right? You're going to be held accountable for your offenses. Okay, well, that's what happened. Well, right after that, what do we pick up with? Avengers Beyond. Who's on Avengers Beyond? T'Challa. Right after that, we pick up with the next Avengers run. Who's on that? T'Challa. Okay, so essentially, Namor got locked up right after that. So if that's the case, he couldn't have been in Wakanda. He couldn't have been. And if Wakanda's story takes place first, why did T'Challa leave the Avengers and Jason Aaron's run? That don't make sense. Unless what we're saying is, which don't make sense, because that was one long adventure. It ain't like it was they go fight, then chill for a day. No, Namor, they was fighting for hours, days at a time. Okay, well, when did you have time during the multiversal Avengers saga to go save Wakanda? One of the coolest things I've ever seen Panther do was that digital conference call between him, Doom, Namor, and Magneto. One of the coolest things that went down in comics, Priest run. Yeah. Y'all like Theo. Yeah. So, let me see. So to me, I'm doing this video for two reasons. One, to let y'all know that as Black Panther fans, comic book fans, there's some inconsistency there in regards to where Namor was, what they have going on in regards to Namor issue 1. The second reason for this was to let it be known, hey, I've heard what people have said in regards to King Solomon's Frog. My mindset has always been don't sacrifice the story for a result. Well, now we don't have to sacrifice the story for a result. No, you can go ahead and use King Solomon's Frogs now and get rid of John Ridley's run. And essentially, everything from the Avengers makes sense going forward. The Avengers run, Jason Aaron's run, that would tie into Eve Ewing's run. She really didn't touch upon John Ridley's run that much. So you're not resetting her run. You have Cheryl Eaton's run. The King Solomon's Frogs wouldn't be setting what transpired then. No, it would essentially be that whole democracy thing. Wipe out Amalolo. I like her as a character. Wipe out Jai. Character. Don't like the way he's portrayed. Wipe out Tosin. That goes by the wayside. Those that were deleted during John Ridley's run for no reason whatsoever. Achille comes back. That restores order to the Hatu Zaraze for the next writer to come along. Yeah. Then we could tap into fleshing out the relationship between Wakanda and Atlantis, T'Challa and Namor, Namor and his relationship with vampires, and how that ties into the lore of Wakanda and Atlantis. So yeah, that was my reason for doing this video today. That said, make sure you like, share, subscribe. We here. If you want me to do this, I can. I absolutely can. I still am bringing to you today. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get busy on that as soon as I get done. The Exile, Wesley Snipes, The Exile, issue number 4. And we are going to be having What a Week It Was Wednesday. Always. So click, like, hold on. Let me see. It's funny how certain comics missing in the collection would be so relevant today. My only missing issue in the Kirby run issue number 1. And look how it's been. You never know, man. You never. That's why I never knew. Never thought that, they say reading is fundamental, and that is what that is at the end of the day. Reading is fundamental. And when you read comics, it's funny how some stuff that you will read you think don't really matter, and a year later, 5 years later, you be like, damn, and you read it. That's the thing about it. You read it. I'm just gonna knock on wood and say I'm still here. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Click, like, share, subscribe. I ain't saying, I'm just saying this is my daughter. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. My daughter called. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm here. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm back. I ain't boy. Look, before you close. Okay, Kamoyo said, hold on. Boy, hey, boy, look. You be trying. My daughter got a ticket. Daughter got a ticket, and it's craziest damn thing. How you give the attorney a ticket for parking at the courthouse? So she had to call dad. She was stressed about that. But Kamoyo, you said hold on before I go. So yeah, we back. I'm sorry, we back. I didn't close it out. Dang, yeah, I know. I told her she's gonna be all right though. She had paperwork, said she's an attorney. So, you know, folks, people gonna people is what I told her. People gonna people. So but yeah, before I go, because I didn't end that properly, Kamoyo did say, hold on before I go. Did not end that properly. Basically, you got a voice. We got voices. You're a comic book fan. We're first when it comes to voicing. And when I say first in regards to the characters that we care about, being a fan group per se, you're a Black Panther fan, mheroes@marvel.com, okay to print. You're a Black Panther fan, go get all your Black Panther content so you don't feel pressed when it comes to the MCU. We're insulated, quite a few of us are. We have more than enough Black Panther merch, comic books, action figures to give us what we need, the Black Panther feeling that we need. In regards to other characters, superheroes, whether they be female, LGBTQ, Black, white, Jew, Gentile, we have myself, my brother D-Real, quite a few of us, we have more than enough merch, action figures, comic books. So we good. We don't need the MCU. We're not waiting 2-3 years for the next MCU project. No, no. Every day, damn sure every Wednesday, we got the very next MCU project. Plus, I think it's safe to say Blood Hunt has been better than any damn thing you didn't got in the MCU in the past 3 years. So, in Blade 4, the MCU fans are waiting on Blade 4. Movie fans are waiting on Blade 4. Blade fans already got Blade 4, and low-key got Blade 4.5, like, because Blood Hunt is 0.5. So Blade fans, we good. So if you like Blade or any of those characters, we got Blade. We got Blade. So we don't need the MCU to give us between Brian Hill and my office. I got my fill of Blade. I just need to paint her hair purple. Between Fan Plastic Toys, Marvel Comics, I got my Brill. I got my bloodline. I just got to paint her hair purple. But I got what I need. I got what I need, so I ain't stressing. I ain't stressing. So, and what we say, if you know what's gross, and sharing is caring. So, Kamoyo, that's what that is and everything like that. Like I said, I'm gonna be coming back to y'all later on today with The Exile, Wesley Snipes, issue 4, and What a Week It Was Wednesday. Yeah, Blade, dog, that cat is still to this day one tough act to follow. Listen, all they had to do was take Brian Hill's 10-issue run of Blade, give me a nice little screenplay adaptation of that, and they'd have been rocking and rolling. I don't know what I don't know what they was looking at, but that's it. We out. We're gonna come back to y'all later on today. Make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your health. We want to be able to have more discussions like this where we talk to one another as opposed to talking about one another. So in memory of the late, great Don Cornelius, we wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and soul. We out.